Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Barbie Dolls of the Week. Well, we've got about 10 days left of 2023, so I wanted to do an extra video. I'm off for a few days, and so that's why I have some extra time as well. Now, last time on the video, I showed you some toys I got from the Romney Toy Shop in Romney, Indiana, including this doll from the Bionic Woman from the 70s. Lindsay Wagner, of course, played the Bionic Woman, Jamie Summers, and this is the doll that they made. Unfortunately, this one, and I haven't had a chance to do any washing on this yet, but actually I might do that today or tomorrow. The top is riddled with holes and a stain on the arm, so I'm hoping that'll come out, and maybe I can get it looking a little better. One of the good things about the top is it still has this sticker. Now, the one that, and also, by the way, I liked her hair. It seemed more 70s to me, but not quite the style I remembered for Lindsay Wagner. Now, this other Bionic Woman doll that I have had for some time, I don't know how long, is actually in better shape as far as the clothing, but it doesn't have that nice little sticker. Now, here's what I meant about her hair. Although it looks okay, it's not horrible or anything. It just looks more, um, I don't know what I want to call it, like processed or like it's had to been redone. So, there's not much style to it. So I do like this one better in that regard, this newer one. But yeah, her top is a heck of a lot better. And I also noticed, look at the color difference in the pants. Boy, what a difference. So I'm thinking about switching the pants to this one. Also, I noticed the new one is missing one of the flaps on her pants. Um, and this one has both flaps. Now, why are those flaps there? Um, there's a little. Let me see if I can get this. That's not opening, so I'm not going to do that one. This one, if you open this little compartment in her leg, there's like a little plastic piece you can take out that I guess is supposed to be bionics. Now, Lindsay Wagner's character, Jamie Summers, had bionics in several parts of her body, and I believe she had bionic hearing. So her ear has a maybe bigger than normal hole on the one side, and the other side doesn't have that. So I don't remember how that was supposed to work. Now I also want to show you my not Bionic Man, 6 million. They called him the $6 million man, Steve Austin, which was played by Lee Majors. Again, this was before the show that was before the Bionic Woman. The Bionic Woman was a spin-off of the $6 Million Man. So, he was working for a government agency and he got into a huge accident in some kind of spaceship or something, I don't know. And they had to rebuild him. That's what they say. We rebuilt him. So, like his arm has, and it's totally fried at this point, but has this extra skin, so to speak, that rolled up, I think, or rolled down, and you could see the bionics in his arm. Well, now it's like stuck to his arm, so it doesn't do anything. So I know he had a bionic arm. Now he had a bionic eye, so you can see one eye is sort of missing here, which is weird because he really did have an eye in the series. But there's also a hole in the back of his head for those who aren't familiar with this doll. And yes, I do call this a doll, not an action figure. So then the person or kid could look through that and see way in the distance. The only thing is, it makes everything look smaller, whereas in the show, that was supposed to be able to zoom in way like a zoom in camera type thing. So yeah, there was each doll these two dolls had certain things they could do. The other thing is he has a button on his back that was supposed to, you push it, and I don't know, it probably rose his arm. At this point, it doesn't seem to do anything. And I mentioned last week, by the way, he has those big 70s collars out to, practically his shoulders, which both stick up now. It's annoys the heck out of me. I should get some of that double-sided tape maybe and put it underneath that. But he is missing a foot. It broke off. I have the foot. I'm sure someone knew how that it could be reattached, but I don't know how, and I'm not that worried about it. But one of these days I wouldn't mind. So yeah, this is the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman together again, and they, are stored or displayed, I should say, over there together. So now that I have two of the Bionic Woman dolls, I may sell this one. I don't know. We'll see. Because I really don't need two. And at least they're both whole. Um, but obviously, like I said, you know, there's some differences. Her shoes, by the way, they both do have shoes, or all three actually. So they're like a red, white, and blue striped tennis shoe, which, it just like kind of matches her top, or it does match her top, obviously. Okay, so moving on from those dolls, I want to show you the outfits that I got in that auction that I was recently involved in online, meaning purchased or bid and purchased some things. So actually, when I look, they're all Fashion Avenue, the three Ken outfits I got. So let's start with this one. This is one of my favorites, and I actually have two dolls in these up on the shelf. And in fact, I'm going to grab one. Here he is. Okay, so this outfit is displayed on this doll. So it's a nice outfit, and looks like the person was originally trying to sell it for $15. This is, if you remember a few months ago, I went to this doll swap, and maybe that was where she was trying to sell it, but then everything went to the auction in Pennsylvania, auction house. And so, yeah, that's how I ended up getting it. So, well, that day I was only going to buy so much. So even if these were out, I could only buy so much and wanted to buy. The only thing is with this outfit, it's one of those kind of velour type things where every little piece of fuzz or string or something gets on this. And so you're constantly trying to wipe it off. But yeah, I do think this is a great outfit. Now, I don't remember how much these sold for at the time, but I would say about 15 bucks. Excuse me. So, does anyone remember for sure? I mean, there were different sizes and sort of deluxe versions. Like this says, actually, this does say Barbie Deluxe. So this could have been more, maybe this was 20 bucks. I don't remember. But yeah, maybe they started at 10 and they went from there. I'm not sure. So yeah, it's kind of a fun outfit. Okay, let me set that aside and go on to the next one. So then the next two outfits are much more casual. They're regular Fashion Avenue Ken, and I would say that they're later. Let me see. In fact, this is from 2001. This is a Power Move Fashion, it says. So I think that's this one right here. I believe. I can't tell. Let me look at my magnifying glass. Yeah. So it's hard to see because the slightly different color gray blends in so much to the other one. Oh, and I just noticed there's a pair of glasses I hadn't noticed before. In the picture, he's not wearing the glasses, though. Here are some of the other outfits on this package. I'm not really a big fan of this. Yeah, or the second one. The third one is okay for Ken, I mean. And some of the Barbie ones I like. But, yeah, this just looks like a work outfit or something like that. I got these pretty cheap, like $4 to $6 for these three outfits, I think it was. And then the last one has his name Ken. It says it's a on tour fashion, so kind of like a concert thing. This one is kind of like some jeans, or well, actually they're just denim looking pants, and then the darker blue shirt with Ken on it. Here's some of the outfits pictured on the back of this one. We've got the 4 Ken on the bottom. This is the one in this package. This one I kind of like. This one's okay, and this one's okay. But the one with the yellow is the jacket, which I kind of like. She had a ton of stuff in these auctions, so like I said, I just wish she had tried selling them more than once if she didn't in person. I put it out to the club that, we're all part of and say, hey, I've got this before I send it to the auction house. Would anyone like to look at it or bid on it or something? Okay, now, a couple of weeks ago, I showed you the new butterfly art doll I got. And that was Barbie herself. And on the back, of course, it shows the other, well, 4 of the other dolls. There's actually the 2 different male dolls as well, Ken and Steven, available. Now, I had bid on and won for a good price these two. So here's Steven. And, it's interesting on the back of his, it shows all the other dolls. So we got Steven, Teresa, Barbie, Christy, Kira, and Ken. And like I said, they're using all those individual names, which I like so much, versus just calling everybody Steven, or everyone Ken, I mean, and everyone Christy. So he's the typical Steven face mold of the time. Of course, the big difference on these dolls is that they have these tattoos, or butterfly art. It just says cool decoration, so I guess it's not supposed to be a tattoo like I keep thinking, but that's certainly what they look like. Very frou-frou-y tattoos, but tattoos nonetheless. But I guess they're just called butterfly art decorations, so okay, we'll call them that. So he's got that light green mesh top and some jean shorts, as you can see in this picture here, and also some sunglasses, I guess, in there. They all seem to have also the things on their wrist. Can you see that there? That colorful string. I don't know exactly what that's for. I guess just wrist decorations. I don't know. But does anybody know the significance of the female doll's crocheted type tops? I don't know why that was selected. And there may be no reason, just simply because they thought it looked good. Then the last one of this group that I have right now is the Christy that came with Steven. And her box was a little messed up just right here at the top. And so I put a little bit of tape on it just to hold these two flaps together. I'm still considering taking her out of the box, but I don't know yet. It's like I told you guys, my problem is storage. And in the box, I've got to find place somewhere to put these dolls. Out of the box, I have, even less places to put the dolls. So, I do have some totes that I'm using for my eBay sales, and sometimes I put dolls in there temporarily that I'm not selling, like these three I'm not selling. I do have that cut and styled redhead up for sale that I mentioned or showed last week, and also the the Migos that I got recently at Big Lots. So, and some others. I have about 16 things for sale on eBay. So, back to Christy. Sorry, I took a little detour. She's got like Barbie had the pink top. Let me just see this again. Yeah, I like when they do this. Barbie has the pink top with yellow stripes, and Christy has the yellow top with pink stripes. So I do like that when they do that. And yellow looks really good on her. She's got the butterfly right there at the top of her chest, or right below her neck. I don't know. What do you all think of the whole butterfly art thing? I mean, I think it's interesting, but I don't know what. Let me see. Oh, Barbie had hers on her tummy. That's right. See? And Steven had his up on the side of his, right here, approximately. Chrissy, like the other dolls, has the short skirt. Or, wait a minute, was Barbie's a skirt? Yeah, Barbie's was a skirt, too. I thought somebody had shorts, but I think they're very short skirts. I mean, look at that. I mean, they got those long legs and this teeny little skirt right there. But there is something underneath. I'm not sure what that is. If there's yellow underneath that. Does anybody know what that is? Is that just like a tie around kind of belt, or is it underwear like for swimming? Or not underwear? I'm sorry. Is that supposed to be a bathing suit, and it's the bottom part of a bikini or something? I don't know, and they don't show them without the skirt on, so I'm not sure. And as with the others, she comes with the stickers, so I really like her face. I think she's got a pretty face. And I think she's actually prettier than Barbie. And her hair doesn't have that crimping in it that I don't really like. It seems like Barbie's is the only one that's like that. And if you look at this picture, Her hair doesn't actually look crimped in that picture to me, but yet when you look at the doll, it's quite crimped. I don't know if you all can see that as well, but take my word for it, it's crimped. When you look at this doll, it does show up some in this bigger picture, so it might just because this is pretty small that you can't see it, but boy, it's really there you can see some of it. I don't like that. That's the biggest thing that turned me off from this doll for years. Now, like I said, I do like the hair color of this kind of strawberry blonde is. I think that looks good on Barbie. Now, her eyes are not my favorite there, but Christie's just typical Christie look. I mean, I just think she's prettier. That's just my opinion, but yeah. So butterfly art. Now that leaves Ken, who I'm not worried about getting, and Teresa and Kira, and I don't know if I'm gonna get those. I'm kind of watching some of those, but the shipping is like $11, $12 a doll, and the doll's about ten to $12. So it doubles the cost of the doll. So I don't really think I want them that much to pay $22 a doll. I would almost rather just wait and see if I can find them locally somewhere, because then I don't have to pay shipping. And in fact, a couple dolls I ordered. Oh, remember this one was part of an auction where I got this for like $2.25, and the Little Debbie doll that I got from the same seller $1.25 or something. So, like $3.50 plus shipping, it was like $15 total. So that I don't mind to get $2 for 15 or $2 for $15, but to pay one doll $10 to $12 and then shipping of $11 to $12, yeah, that's just don't. And they don't look that distinctive to me. Like there's nothing about the Kira that stands out. I mean, she's okay, but yeah. So I guess the bottom line is, can I live without those? Yes, but we'll see if I find them at a better price. I might get them. So in the meantime, I hope everyone has a great holiday upcoming, and probably try to do a video sometime and then before the year's out. Maybe like one more video this year, and I'm not sure what that'll be about yet. But everybody have a great next week and holidays that you celebrate. And like I said last time, stay safe. Bye bye.